Sarah Barguirdjian, and welcome to your yoga practice with me today. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do be sure to click on the subscription button somewhere here below. And let's start. I am going to lead you through a short practice today which is especially designed for looking after your back. As we age, it is inevitable that discs, especially in the lower back, get a little flatter, a little drier. There even might be some tearing around the soft tissue and even some bulging forwards or back of the discs. What we hope is that we won't feel any pain from this, but very often we do. It's a very common problem with most people as they age, that the lower back starts to get a little stuck, a little rusty, and muscles start to spasm as a result of that. I've had this problem myself, so I'm going to lead you through a sequence today. Some of the poses are going to be poses that my physiotherapist gave me, which will really help to strengthen the entire back, but also lengthen and open up the muscles on the front body, which quite often become asymmetrically tight, which can lead to tugging and pulling on the lower back and the mid back as well. So join me. This is going to be predominantly back bending. Please do work within your own limits. So if you do have some back pain, really be aware of it and don't go too far into poses. Monitor yourself really well. I want us to begin standing up. So stand up carefully. Make sure that you bring your hands to the floor, your hands to your hips, and stand all the way up. Now bring your feet together and your arms up overhead. And as you reach your fingertips up, keep looking forwards. Press your tailbone down towards your heels and push your feet down into the ground. Now bend your elbows and make little hooks with your fingers around your outer elbows and gently draw your arms back here. Okay. Keep pushing your feet down, keep squeezing your legs strong. And then lean slightly forward here, bringing your navel in, and go over to the right. Now look down at the floor. I want you to hopefully feel a little bit of a tugging and a lengthening in the left side of your lower back here. Now really push the left foot down and then start to bring your arms back a little bit here, but keep the abdominal muscles engaged. Keep drawing your navel in. Look up towards the top right-hand corner of the room and see if you can bring your elbow back a little bit more. Sorry, the top left-hand corner of the room. See if you can bring that left elbow back a touch more as you keep pressing your left foot down. Now come back up, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So lean a little bit forward here, draw your navel in, and bring your arms, your head, your upper back over to the left. Look down at the floor here. Keep your abdominal muscles strong by pressing your right ribs in towards your body, in towards your spine. And then look up and bring that right elbow back a touch more. There's quite a lot of effort that goes into back bends. Keep your breathing as steady and even as you can. And as you inhale, come up, straighten your arms, then bring your arms down by your side. Now, turn your palms so that I can see them, so that the screen can see them with your thumbs up. Bring your arms up a little bit more, almost 45-degree angles, and press your arms back. Raise your chest. Keep your chin more or less parallel to the floor. And lift up with the center of your head. All the while, squeeze your legs strong. Good. Now bring your hands down by your side. Good. Now we're going to come all the way down to the floor. So bend your knees, bring your hands down. Slowly bring your thighs and your belly down. And bring your arms out to the side. Now the arms are going to be in the position that they just were when you were standing up. So turn your palms forward, little fingers touch the floor. And then raise your throat up away from the floor, then your chest that little bit more, and pick up your hands. Bring the backs of your hands a little closer towards your body, a little closer to each other. Keep looking down here, and it doesn't matter how high you come up. What matters is that you're peeling up more or less evenly on each side. You don't feel like you're leaning over to the left or the right. Press your tailbone down towards the floor and keep squeezing your legs strong. 3, 2, and if you can pick your shoulders up a little bit more, then do. 1. Good. Now from here, bring your hands by the sides of your waist and come up maybe a little bit more. So you're using your arms here as an assist to curl up into cobra. Keep turning your inner thighs up towards the ceiling so that your little toenails come down towards the floor, or at least closer to the floor. Now come all the way down and come up to hands and knees. Bring your knees together. So this is an example of an exercise my physiotherapist, my physical therapist gave me for my back. So keep your hands pressing down into the floor and your arms straight. Slightly round your upper back, puff it up a little bit more towards the ceiling. Keeping that, pick up your right leg and push long through the heel. Now this leg does not have to come up high away from the floor. In fact, make sure it doesn't come up higher than parallel, so not like this. Make sure that the kneecap and the toes are pointing straight down, so you can even look underneath your belly to check that that's happening. Now you can stay like this, or if possible, put a bit more weight onto your right hand and pick your left arm up and reach that left hand forward with the palm facing the right side of the room. Keep puffing up your upper back, keep drawing your navel up towards your spine. Then bring your hand down and bring your leg down. Now do the other side, pick up the left leg. If you find you're getting spasms and over tightness, hardness in any muscles here in your glutes, then bring the foot down a little bit. Push your hands down, round the upper back. Even push your right foot down strongly. And again, you can stay like this or pick the right arm up. Keep turning that back inner thigh up towards the ceiling. And bring your right hand down if it was up, and bring your knee down. Good. Let's come back down to the floor. So walk your knees back, come all the way back, and stretch your arms straight ahead of you, palms facing each other. Look down at the floor and squeeze your legs strong, and bring your legs a little closer to each other so they feel like they're parallel. And push the left hand down, pick up the right leg. Keep pushing the right hip point down into the floor. And keep pushing the left foot down as well. And remember, same thing here, that leg does not have to come up high. We want this to be therapeutic. And as before, option to stay here with just the leg up or pick up the left arm. Keep looking down. Maybe draw your throat up a little bit more away from the floor and possibly slide your right hand back a little bit closer towards you so that you can come up into a little bit more of a back bend. Now bring the hand down, bring the leg down, and pick up the other side. Keep turning that back inner thigh up to the ceiling so you get a little bit more broadening and space in your lower back. Option to pick up the right arm. And again, option to increase the back bend by moving that left hand a little closer towards your body. Keep breathing as steadily as you can. Bring the hand down, bring the leg down. Now, child's pose. Slowly bring your hands by the sides of your waist. Push yourself up to hands and knees. Big toes touch side by side. And slowly, because you're putting your spine in a completely different position here. You're going from a deep back bend to now a deep forward fold, lengthening the back of your spine. You may find that your head doesn't touch the floor. If it doesn't, you can stack fists to rest the weight of your head. And breathe into your lower back. Try and breathe in really deeply and exhale in a very slow, kind of reed-like manner. A thin exhalation following very deep and full inhalations. Now raise your head and go into downward facing dog. So walk your hands forward. Hands nice and wide apart, right to the edges of your mat with your little fingers. Lift up and press back. Try and really draw your body weight to the back of your mat by pushing the heels of your hands forward. Let your head hang. Then bring your feet together and step your right foot forward in between your hands. Bring your back knee down. And then squeeze your bottom gently here, not to the point where you spasm, but just a good gentle pressing in. And bring your hands one by one onto your front leg. Push both feet down. Now you can stay here with your hands on your thigh, or bring both of your arms up And as you did standing, grab your elbows. Do it the awkward way with the other arm in front. We have habits, so try and change that a little bit here. And bring your arms back here as you keep your chin more or less parallel to the floor. Now you can stay like this or lean just a little bit over to the right. So you're getting a bit more lengthening in the front left side of your body. And bring that left elbow back, maybe a little bit more, as you move your tailbone forwards. Try and move your back a little bit more. If your arms are like this, straighten them now. Now draw your navel in and slowly bring your hands down to the floor, fingertips, and pick up your back knee. Stay like this. Round your back here, draw your navel in. Now put more weight into your left hand so that you can step your right foot back to downward facing dog. Now step your left foot forward in between your hands and a little over to the left. Use as many step forwards as you need to, and your left hand can help you. The back knee comes down. Press both feet down, squeeze your bottom, bring your hands one by one onto your leg. And again, all the options are here. You can stay like this. Try and keep the rib cage really squaring forwards, or bring your arms up overhead. And then the normal habitual way, put your fingers around the outsides of your elbows. Lean back a little bit more here, as if there was a magnet behind you, pulling your upper back a little bit more towards the wall behind you. Stay like this, or as you squeeze your bottom maybe a little bit more, lean over towards the left. Look up towards your right elbow and see if you can bring it back just a touch more. You're getting a big stretch here in the right thigh, in the psoas muscle, which is very often the culprit leading to back pain. It can get very tight and pull on the lower back, so you're getting a good long release here. Try and keep your breathing steady. I know we're holding this for a long time, but it's worth it. Now if you are leaning over to the side, come back up again. Straighten your arms, bring your fingers down to the floor and pick up your back knee again and pause. Stay here in this high lunge, even though your fingers are on the floor. This is a high lunge with the knee off. Then bring your right hand flat, load down in that right hand and step back with the left foot to downward facing dog. Child's pose again, bring your knees down. Big toes touch side by side. This time keep the arms straight and strong. Press your hands down. Maybe even push your hands slightly forward so you put more weight into your hips and onto your heels. Now walk your hands back towards your knees. Bring your knees together, sit onto your heels. Pick your arms up and twist towards the right. Bring your hands down. We have a real tendency here to move the face forward in twists. Try and maintain this very upright position so that your ears are over your shoulders rather than moving forwards. Now if you can twist a little bit more, just using your abdominal muscles, do that. And take your hands away and come back to center and go to the other side. And that little bit more maybe, using your abdominal muscles, draw your navel in. And come back to center. And we're done. So do come back to this sequence anytime you feel like your back is getting a little stiff, or if you know, especially if you've got parents who've had back problems, it's very possible that you will also find that you have that issue. So this is a very good way to prevent it from happening. Keep your back strong, keep it supple, keep it moving, and I really hope that this helps. Namaste.